During the late NES and SNES era, the rise in popularity of the Mario franchise eventually led to several licensed edutainment games. Many of these games were ported across lots of platforms, and I remember growing up playing Mario Teaches Typing and Mario is Missing on MS-DOS, and getting absolutely fucking nowhere in them, because my brain couldn't seem to comprehend why a Mario game wasn't a Mario game. And these games were designed to be exactly that, a tool to trick kids into learning. Among these were a few games in a little sub-series called Mario's Early Years. This one here is called Fun with Letters. And, spoiler, the title's a lie. There's no fun involved. I've never reviewed an edutainment game before, and it's not a genre I know too much about outside of my own experiences as a kid, so I may need a little help on this one. And I think I know just the guy. Hello? Hey dude, I'm reviewing this Super Mario edutainment game, and I know you've got way more experience with them than I do, so I was wondering if you could help me out.
Who is this?
It's Gil.
I'm sorry, I don't know a Jill.
I said Gil, with a G. Dude, have you still not saved my number?
I don't even know who you are.
You and I talk literally every day.
Hey, listen, Jill. I don't know who you are. I don't even know how you got this number.
You gave it to me.
I did not. Why don't I have any friends? At the title screen, Mario's sprite really doesn't look all that bad. I mean, there aren't many frames to his walk cycle, but at least he looks like Mario. How bad could this game possibly be? I mean, the gang's all here too. Yoshi, Luigi, Princess Peach, what the hell is that? The game is comprised of 7 minigames, which you get to play in any order you want. Mario, Yoshi, and Peach are all for some reason standing on a wooden raft as you select the game using a cursor which feels like it's being drugged through fucking molasses. Well, you got my attention. Let's see what this first game is, shall we? Luigi, how'd you get here? All your friends from the title screen are cast away on a fucking raft in the middle of the ocean, and you're just hanging out over here. Twice. This one is called Sentence World. I guess the idea is to select the word that completes the sentence by filling in the blank. The sentence is then spoken out loud, but apparently the best they could get for voiceover was a 5-year-old who slurs his words to the point of being occasionally indecipherable.
Luigi sat in the sun.
If you're too fucking stupid to figure out basic sentences, you can click on Luigi to have him wake up, and once he yawns and scratches his nuts, he'll tell you the answer. We've got a lot of game to cover though, so let's move on. Wow, the pixel art on this one actually looks really good. Mario and Peach actually look like Mario and Peach, and not some off-brand approximation. And Peach's art is a huge step up from what we saw on the title screen. Alright, let's solve some of these sentences. I'm out. Again? Alright, seriously, I know this is a kid's game, but who saw these and didn't consider the possible innuendo? This next one's called Alphabet World, and it's not even a game. It's not even interactive. You just kind of sit there and listen to the game recite all 26 letters of the alphabet, and then say a word that starts with the letter. But for some reason, the game occasionally switches it up and throws an adjective into the equation.
F. Funny fish.
Why? Why is the fish funny? Is he doing a funny thing? No, he's not doing a funny thing. You and I have got very different definitions of the word funny. Once it's done going through every letter, the game just boots you back to the game select screen, so you essentially just sat through all this shit for nothing. And I guess I get that the game is trying to teach kids about letters, but I don't understand why this entire part of the game wasn't even made interactive at all. And there's no payoff once you're done, so I don't really see the point. This next one you literally can't play without waking up Luigi, because once you do, the game tells you to select the letters that produce a certain sound. When you select the right one, this horrifying shit happens.
I like your choice.
I don't really have any idea why they're in the shape of puzzle pieces, because once you've gotten them all right, they don't collectively make up any words. They're just a mess of letters that are completely unrelated to each other. The rest of this one is just more of the same, except now you need to match all the right puzzle pieces to complete the word that correlates to the picture at the bottom. Basically, all these games just loop and loop until you choose to leave, so I guess we're on to the next one.
Find the word that starts with the vowel A.
First of all, there's 3 words here that start with A, and second, is this supposed to be a test? I mean, it's right there! The words are spelled out. Even if I didn't know how to read, the answer is right the fuck in front of me. It was about this time that I realized that you don't even need to get anything right, either. You can just move on to the next letter whenever you want. So what's the point of even answering anything correctly? The game doesn't even reward you for getting anything right. So how is this even teaching anyone anything? Now this game just wants you to find the object that starts with the letter at the bottom of the screen. First off, that's goddamn terrifying. And I don't know what this elephant over here is plotting, but he looks like he's cooking up some conniving shit. I'm gonna need to keep an eye on him since Luigi's narcoleptic ass is over here sleeping again. I find it really odd that they've used an entirely different sprite, on the same screen no less, of Luigi in the exact same position, doing the exact same thing. This whole game just doesn't make any sense. There's no rhyme or reason. And it doesn't stop there. The game after this one has yet another sprite of Luigi. You guessed it, fucking sleeping. So now we've got 3 separate sprites in 3 separate art styles of Luigi doing the exact same thing. It seems as though they just had a bunch of people designing the game completely isolated from each other with zero communication. And then they all just kind of came together and slapped all the parts together. The way this game is designed makes about as much sense as the fucking Zelda timeline. I would go into detail about the last minigame, but it's just the exact same game from before, where you select the words that start with the letter at the bottom of the screen. I just don't get it. It's like they just reskinned the same minigame and shoved it in there at the last minute to pad out the game a little more. Cause you know, this one was just fucking begging for content. Gotta get that Super Nintendo DLC. To be honest, that's pretty much it. The game doesn't really have much content in it, and the content that's there isn't even a game. You just click shit and there's no risk or reward involved in anything you choose. You can go wherever you want, whenever you want. There's no progression and no end. How the hell is this supposed to teach kids anything when there's no penalties for wrong answers and no reward for correct answers? Games like this got made because they knew parents would buy it with the intent to try to make their kids play an educational game. But this is the type of game that makes true edutainment games look bad. At least a lot of other ones were actually capable of teaching kids something, but this shit is just a blatant exploitation of a popular franchise for the sake of pulling a profit. Fuck this game, and most of all, fuck these guys.
Hey, congratulations on finishing this video. As a reward, you're now allowed to comment, like, and click on other things and subscribe. So congratulations. You really earned it. Good job.